Welcome back, everybody, to the third round of London Chess Classic. We've had a draw between world champion Vishy Anand and David Howell. So let's welcome them to the post-match analysis conference, post-mortem. There's probably a number of other words. We're going to bring the game up now. Obviously, we love you, Vishy, but David's English, and we're like, "Come on, David." And I love David as well. Not that I don't. We love David. You were very close. Vlad was in here before. Vlad came and helped us commentate for a good hour, and he seems to think that there were a few ways you could have really. I mean, first things first. Let's go through the opening, because I think there was rather not through the opening, but we'll get to a crucial position if that's all right, because it's so we get this. This type of IQP, and then I suppose the first real interesting is with this Bishop D3 move. I think if I can stop there first, if that's all right. So yeah, I mean, it's not a typical move, is it? I suppose here. What's going on here, Vishy? I mean, in general. I mean, and David, how are you both feeling?
I mean, I felt that Bishop D3 was suspicious, and in fact I saw this Knight D3, Rook D3, Bishop A6 was kind of annoying. But, well, for some reason I like this, I wanted to play this D5 sack and play Knight D4 and so on, and but the point is exactly that he kicks me first with Bishop A6 and then we end up with the same position. But now, if you see in the game itself, I have to waste a move with Rook D3 later, so...
So it's Rook E3 impossible then?
Well, then Bishop B7.
Just Bishop B7, right, okay.
So what happens
and
if you
Knight
start
E5?
doing this sort of thing?
Yeah, then Knight D5.
Right, okay.
And the problem is Rook H3 hit 6, and I'm not really getting anything there.
Aha, so Knight D5 here, and you have to swap some pieces, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I've been wondering about H6 instead of Bishop B7, but okay, Bishop B7 is much safer.
Yeah, that's what we were looking at, H6 as well as possible.
So you were hoping originally to slide the rook along the third rank?
Yeah.
H6, then I take.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's look at H6.
Okay, guys.
Isn't my Knight on E5? Ah, no, that's good. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so instead
Yeah,
of Bishop
no,
B7,
sure.
H6
This is
here.
H6, yeah, Bishop H6.
Okay.
It's kind of...
Are there never any chances
Optimistic.
that
I was looking at D5 here.
can you ever do this sort of thing?
Yeah, we looked at this with GH, and then you can probably just do this, right? And then if Queen H6, Knight G4, and,
Yeah, sure.
And if Knight E5, I think I go King H7.
and if Knight E5 after GH, Knight E5, yeah, King H7, and then if Rook H3, you're just going to go back to HG at night, and then you're solid, are you? That looks solid, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. So that doesn't quite work. So you had to go back to D2, and then David put the bishop back on B7, so that's obviously a good square. And then you played this D5, interesting way to get rid of your bad pawn and gain some initiative.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think White's play made sense if he doesn't go D5. I mean,
Right.
D5, just Knight D5 again. That's
Yeah.
Okay, so D5 is the only way to...
Sure.
So this is all normal, isn't it, with the following moves? Let me know if there's any deviation. I mean, we saw up to here.
Yeah, no, in fact, there's very little White can do because, well, he's missing two pieces for the attack. So the next thing is, of course, I just blundered with B3.
Okay, so we're going to go. Where's B3? Oh, that's right away.
29.
But I mean, this move here is
It's a very
really
good
worth.
move, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
what's the only move.
Well, it's false.
Yeah, but that's why it's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to see it.
but I mean, for example, after Rook D3, we're thinking, hold on, if Rook F8, Rook H3, and then if you don't see H5, then suddenly. So
I mean, I had to see it, I think, when I played Bishop E7. I mean, without this, then that's
Okay.
really strong. But then.
But actually, it was here where you were starting to get the upper hand, right? And suddenly, after these checks,
We do want to stop here because this is an very
Okay.
interesting psychology. Well, first things first. Were you going to block with the bishop, or were you going to allow the repetition?
I was going to block.
Yeah. So in which case, the reason for you not doing it was because he got to expend 2 more moves, less than he would have to do for the time control. But is the king on f8 not a bit worse than the bishop on g7 than the equivalent position with the king on g8 and bishop on f6?
Yeah, but somehow okay to force a draw like this, I thought was I mean, it's not like I thought I was better, but somehow.
So you just thought.
I just thought, okay,
But you didn't
make a few moves.
Did you not consider your position to be worse in this position here?
No, I didn't think so. But I mean, obviously B3 is a mistake. Something else, H3 for instance. I don't think I'm really worse. So,
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether that would ever be better if white just sits. It's very hard.
So H3 here instead is a possible improvement.
So is there something wrong with that A? Okay. But I mean, are you just going to? What are you going to do about your A4 pawn? Are you just going to go A5?
well, I'll play B3 later. It's just I don't run into this back.
Oh,
now, so,
okay, yes,
yeah.
okay. Because Queen D1, of course, was forced as a result of the way. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Queen C3, Queen C7 is just over. So
Yeah.
So B3 might have been a mistake in hindsight then, yeah.
well, it's just a blunder. I mean,
All right, okay.
But what I'm actually saying is, with the king on F8, for example, in this line, you'd have Queen B4 check, wouldn't you? So
Sure. No, I mean, I could have repeated. Sure.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I only did it to get closer to the
Closer to the
time control. But
So it's very interesting here. It's almost like Vishy didn't do it because he was worried that David was going to allow the repetition, but David wasn't going to allow the repetition. So it's kind of like a game of
A game of chess,
kind of like a game of chess, as they say. Yeah.
as other sports commentators would say. Right, B3, and then of course this move here is and now it's really getting quite serious. This is forced. And it was around here that we had a few more suggestions. Vlad said, well, maybe rook B2.
Yeah, rook B2 was what I was worried about. No, I didn't see anything better than G3 actually.
Yeah.
Just give the pawn and get the rook to F4 and try and consolidate.
G3. So, the point.
I mean, the problem is I wanted this. This is what white wants, but then and now Queen F2 check take rook G5 is holding.
Yeah, that's.
But this and now if rook D6, then now Queen F2 breaks through. And I thought here is getting pretty awkward.
What's the difference there? Sorry, that was quick
It
for me.
needs to be able to defend the G2.
I can't go rook G6.
Oh, you can't go rook
so,
G5.
and
Right.
then,
Okay. Right. Okay. I think.
I'm just. I mean, he just vacuums my king side,
Yeah.
and then. So I was going to go this and play rook F4 and potter along for a while.
But it should.
But it's a pawn. I mean, something like this. It's not hopeless for white, but it's a pawn.
Okay. All right.
yeah, I think my mistake was that I was looking for something more forcing. I mean, maybe this is just enough for black.
Well, this. I mean, if I take, he takes and goes D4 and so on. But rook D1. I thought he could have tried this as well anyway.
Yeah.
Queen
For
takes
some
rook
reason, I was very angry
Then
because
queen
I'd
E4.
forgotten he could take rook E2 here.
I mean,
Queen E5.
Because if
no, Queen
E4,
E5,
E6
then King F1 actually works, I think. Yeah. But he goes Queen E4, King F1, takes, take. And then maybe D4. And here it's a bit tricky for me to get my ideal setup. So, I mean, if he gets D3 and Queen D4, then I'm going to suffer a long time. Because it'll be very difficult to force his king, I mean his queen back or something like that.
Okay.
And my problem is something like this, which would normally free my position, doesn't work because F7 is covered, so he goes here.
Oh, right. Okay. That's.
So, I mean, if he's going to play rook e4, then this was the best, I think. Because after queen e6, g3, I think I'm holding. In fact, we had more or less, I think, reversed colors last year.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So,
right.
yeah,
Actually, isn't
so-
it? Yeah.
King g7, I went h4, a5, and then this move. Obviously, queen e5, I just go rook takes d5.
Yeah.
So
It's a queen e6 only move. And you're really close to losing on time here, aren't you, Dave? Now, I know that's not an unusual situation.
So
for you.
David, tell us exactly.
I mean, I don't have to take on e4. I mean, I can go rook d3.
That's
we have it on
yeah.
the screen here. Sorry, David, but we can't be sure. How much time? Just how much time did you have left?
He had 4 seconds for his last move.
4 seconds for your
Plenty.
last move.
By my
I wanted to grab his hands, but
kick me under the table or something.
no, just grab your hands.
Okay.
Okay, so after,
No defense to that.
Yeah. Well,
so this
got to do
is
something spectators can't see.
Yeah.
so this is a nice resource. This queen h1 move, activating the queen.
I'm not even sure that g4 is hopeless.
G4 as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Around.
Because anyway, my idea is to keep pushing my kingside pawns and expose his king because I need perpetuals. So I thought this was reasonable.
Okay. G4. Okay.
And if queen b3, queen e4, then I'm all ready to play h5, and I guess the same like in the game. He needs a h pawn to have any chance to be better. So he
And-
basically needs an extra pawn to be better. So
So you think around here it's pretty much...
I wasn't too worried here.
Okay.
I thought I was saving.
mean-
Maybe e3 is better than what he did, but
Well,
e3, fe3, queen b3, and then you'll have more checks. But I mean, I believe that white should draw, but now fe3, and then queen takes b3, and now maybe queen e4.
yeah, this would be a better version of the game. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, one point is here if you go b5, I have queen e5 check,
Yeah.
and if you go queen b4, I actually have queen d4 check.
So
Because-
I go queen b2 check.
Yeah, queen b2 check, king h3.
B5.
Yeah, then take queen d4 check.
King h7.
Queen s7. Yeah, but again, you will have queen f5 check. I thought e3 was a reasonable try, which is why g4 might be better than
Okay,
what I
so,
did,
okay.
because I gained some time. So e3 was a good try. After queen takes b3, queen e4.
I mean, the problem is that once I get this past a4, it's just so far back that I can't really. I don't have time to keep my king safe as well as push it forward.
So I mean, is this just after you play h5? Is this just just a draw? I mean, I hate to use that expression, but you know, it's.
I thought so. I mean, I just don't see how black is ever going to win a queen ending where his king is so exposed. So
I mean, I didn't have much hope to win. I thought I'd just play a few more moves and see whether I can make any progress, but obviously it doesn't really happen. So.
Okay. Yeah, then there was a few more checks, and and then we're
I can never get my king in. Really.
yeah. So a lot of checks, and then this. Okay. All right. Well, I know that was short and sweet. We're going to take some questions though, because that is something. Have you got some questions?
there's a couple.
Question for
Oh.
David. First, I should ask, when do you graduate from university?
2014.
2014.
Wow.
Okay, so the question is, are you planning, maybe it's too early to ask, but are you planning to become a chess pro after graduation, or Nick Shaning, quote unquote?
And I think Shaning probably refers to getting a job, not really fitting in with that job, playing chess, don't really like that, want some money, get a job, etc. Have you got plans, David?
I'm pretty indecisive. as a
Don't tell us
person,
you're
and
going to take one day at a time.
That's what I've always done. I mean, I'm actually going to sit down after this tournament and really think about things because, I mean, I had a bit of a shock at the recent European team event, and it really made me think.
Yeah, but that's only playing for England. Everyone
Yeah,
has
exactly.
shots playing for England.
It really made me think I had to choose one or the other. I mean, career or chess, really. And I just love chess too much to quit, and I'm not really happy not being able to play at my full standards. So I'm going to see how things go after this event. I mean, maybe I'll do really well and never want to stop playing chess, or maybe I'll do really badly and not want to play again. But we'll see. I mean, it all comes down to money and making a career, and it's hard in chess. I mean, it's dog eat dog. There's so many strong players, so we'll see how things go.
Is it money, or do you ever feel, am I really
It's
making a
security,
contribution towards society?
I don't really care about that. It's about security. I mean,
Yeah.
you never know in chess what the next year will bring. So, I mean, if I could be like Vishy, then if I could play like him, then I mean, of course I'd do it. But I don't know. I also enjoy university a lot, so we'll just see.
So I've seen by the photos. Macaulay, next question.
Next question for the world champion. There are a few people asking similar things, so I'll paraphrase. You have a world championship match coming up in a little over 6 months. Is it already a situation where you're having to hide your preparation? Does that make it hard to play tournaments?
no, not really.
Wouldn't it just
mean-
be easier if you could tell us all your preparation now and get out
Yeah,
of the way
exactly.
and you could concentrate on it?
Yeah, no, I understand my recent play is giving the impression I'm hiding something, but which is why I was very worried when David said if he played like Vishy, he would maybe pick up chess. But well, hopefully at some point I'll snap out of it. We'll see.
So, I mean, though, do you really think, well, I would like to play this line here, but I'm really holding that back for a bigger day, if you like, or does that not really cross your mind?
Well, the thing is, in such a question, you should never believe my answer anyway. If you,
Face like yours, we always believe you.
well, if you were girlfriend, you shouldn't believe any answer of mine. So let's put it that way.
Okay. Any more questions, Macaulay, from your tweeting?
No, let's open up to the
Open up to the crowd. Okay, we've got a question. Question for David. Based on what he's. Madness. Madness giving up chess.
Thanks for your faith. You're too kind.
Honestly, you've done so well. You're so young. You don't have to make it, really. The most important thing, I think, is for you to carry on playing chess, no matter what. Finish your degree and then make it. Because I think you've got so much more to offer. You know, you're so
thank you.
young, really. You are going to be one of the greatest chess players ever. So,
Oh, is this your PR goal? What's going on here? That's biased.
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. It's just what to do in the meantime while I'm still at university. I mean, it's very hard combining the two. And when I do go away to tournaments during term time, I don't feel I'm able to play my best, and that's very frustrating and quite demoralising. So, I mean, maybe I cut down playing so much. And
We want you to carry on. We love you here. You give us entertainment. You'll carry on, don't worry.
we'll see. Yeah.
We always do.
Any other questions? Anybody?
Questions to the audience? One or two more? Yes.
This is about the game. Did you consider D5 instead of bishop D3 after beating?
Yes, but ED5.
D5 instead of bishop. I'll just bring it up very quickly.
I was actually preparing for D5. So it's,
As in before the game?
yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, so David was preparing.
Yeah, ED5.
So ED5, and then the game goes on, and we won't reveal your preparation. So,
Comment,
okay. We got. Oh, I don't know.
Well, two more.
If it's another David Howe promotion period.
Right, because there was some GM who said to me, right, we had a bit of a discussion on the forum, and I said that Vishy was perhaps surprised by what they were playing. Was that the case?
Were you surprised by what David played?
Yeah, I mean, I don't recall him playing this line before, so.
No, this is the first time I've ever played this. Yeah.
All right.
I'm normally very loyal to the Grinfeld, but it's easy to get Houdini'd in that. So I thought
That for those of you,
well,
Houdini. That's a new. Houdini is a chess. I think it's the strongest now, right? One of the strongest.
it's easy to get out prepared in the Grinfeld. So I thought, okay, let's switch to something more solid, maybe.
Okay.
Okay, we've got one more question.
One more.
Question for Vishy. You've had a few draws recently. You said you're going to snap out of things. So have you thought about changing things a bit, or do you think it's just one of those things and keep going and things will just change automatically without anything to do?
Interesting question.
Well, I am trying different things, but it's not working so far. I mean, obviously, I have no idea what the next few games will bring, but I hope it'll work out. So.
All right. Okay. I think that's it.
Well, guys, I'd like to say thank you very much for coming. Everyone enjoyed that immensely. Good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you, guys.